Well, hello gang, it's Bob in one KPR, and here is the final version of the LOWFER 630. We said we were going to do it using this Rockwell Collins ADF receivers. They're good from 200 kilohertz out to 1.8 megs. Let me get the cover here. Here's the genuine cover for this here silly thing. There it is. The official N1 KPR model 630 LOWFER receiver. Hey, what the heck? Everybody needs a name. So, we did it. If you look back at some of the other YouTube videos, you'll see what we did with this for an AM confidence receiver for broadcast stations. Proof of play type receiver. And we said we were going to build the LOWFER device, and we did. At the club, we got a little bug in our hats, and we decided we're going to do play around with some LOWFER, maybe put up a whisper program and do some beacon work, and then see if we could do some communicating with a little homebrew transmitter and antenna for 630 meters. That should be a joy trying to load that thing up. Well, let's take a quick look at it, as we always do. We'll go through this quickly. We're supplying antenna shunt because we're going to have a lot of antenna out there. One proposition was a very long end fed with a base loaded coil. We'll see how that works. But we're going to have a lot of static buildup, a lot of lightning attraction. So we got a good heavy shunt here. RF gain calibrated from 100% of whatever's coming in down to essentially to another shunt level. It's a linear control, so at half we know we're down 6 dB and so on, blah, 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 blah. Signal status, we're measuring dBm coming into the receiver, directly into the antenna port. As you can see right now, this local station, they're actually, I've measured 75, 76, 77 microvolts. Here the 80's lit, so pretty darn close. We're showing data, which is coming off of the carrier. In other words, as long as the carrier is modulated, there's going to be activity there, and the level. When the data reaches the 100% level of the carrier, well, self-explanatory, you could read the numbers. And the modulation level. This is integrated over 3 seconds. So if somebody stops talking for 2 or 3 seconds, that will adjust accordingly. If there's music playing, it's going to go up to 100% or certainly near it. And you'll see that on the little dancing, those happy little lights. Aren't they pretty? The display, we're on a local here. I'm detuned by 1 kilohertz, if you notice. This 960 kilohertz station, 3.2 kilowatts across the river. I'm detuned in order to get the other side of the double sideband detection. That's another story. We'll have to get into that later. We have a bandwidth filter that is one of these beautiful, gorgeous, I can't see it because it's on the bottom, darn it, Collins mechanical filter that's run from here for data. As you can see, we've marked it audio and digital. We'll play that in a minute. Audio filtering with a signal A type military or telephone type passband, and all the way around to full bandwidth up to 6 or 7 kilohertz. Audio adjustments so that you can enjoy yourself listening. Line level out to the recorder or to the other transmitter or whatever we're going to do. And monitoring internal, external speaker and all that. Let's play some songs or something here. Well, we got a guy talking.
Unlike others, I've taken notes. I've watched what happened here this morning. The Democrat debate.
Kind of sounds like Limbaugh, and he's not happy. All right, now I'm going to go to the. I'm going to switch in and out of that Collins filter here. See if you can hear it.
had made any progress toward actually proving that Donald Trump has committed bribery or impeachment.
There we are in the 250 hertz digital mode.
But that debate had an opening series of a couple of questions
and back. So you see how that works. Also, the audio filtering, let's do that.
The amount of time spent
Full.
on impeachment last time was barely.
We're down to nominal, which is
which tells you
about 150 hertz to 3 kilohertz.
Ship hasn't hit a double.
And then signal A.
But if you're watching cable news,
Signal A sounds narrow, but it's nowhere near as narrow as this guy. Let's do that. You hear it? I'll turn it up.
Are like all the others that have come before us. They are
Data filter,
full of themselves.
audio filter.
They really.
And we're still on signal A.
Really
Go back to full broad spectrum.
does not smell.
There you go.
These people
Okay.
think that they are a cut above.
Sorry, Rush. Got to put you to bed for a minute. Again, we're at 960, and if you didn't see the other video, how these work, these are all BCDs out to a form of PLL circuitry out here. There's no LSI or microprocessors. These are all discrete. And on the bottom of this chassis, there's another load of these, probably 20 or 24 of them, pre-LSI technology. So it's pretty old. But, you know, you get to the top end of the kilohertz range, and you just give it a little tweak, and you can go over into add a megahertz. Here. Here's 1300 sports station down the road.
Clown paintings. Take a look.
Those happy people. And, of course, we can go down into... there used to be an aircraft beacon here. I don't know what the heck happened to it. At 362. And if you could hear as I could hear, there's nothing to hear. So here we are when we can't hear right here. All right. We went to the LOWFER band. I doubt there's anything going on right now. Yeah. Of course, it's it's 10 minutes after noon. No wonder I'm hungry. All right, well, there it is. If there was a signal, we'd be hearing it. We'll go back up to the local guy here. So that's basically it. Inside, hang on just a second. Okay. I'll put a little light on it. I think we paid the bill. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm using a switching supply. It's a very clean switcher. I've added some filtering over here just to be sure. A little Pi network to make it really, really, really low pass and get some of the hash. But this is a nice clean one. I don't know who makes that thing. Your name on it? No. But... oh, well, can we see the name? Is there a name there? Anyhow, you get something that looks like that. It's clean. It's down to a couple of millivolts of hash coming out, so that's okay. Indicator drivers here and tone compensation. This is the entire ADF650, the Collins thing. Really built nice. They say built like a tank. That's overused, but it is built like a tank. And the modulation and dB measurements here. Power in, antenna. I have an SO 239 and a BNC here. Line level out, loudspeaker out. And for the sake of portability and fooling around at the club, maybe outdoors doing some antenna work, something, I built in an internal speaker. Doesn't sound as good as this big bad boy here, but let's go over to that.
Citizens believe in the validity of their elections.
You can hear it.
She made it a point of
And it's certainly good enough for the 630 band where you're going to be doing data, digital, and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be listening to somebody yakking on all the time. This is not an entertainment radio. It really isn't. The AM quality is not high fidelity.
That's not a small loan. How's your credit?
So you can hear that. It's listable. It's fine. And you've got tone compensation here that you can, make it nice. But, yeah. Okay, so that's it. We're up at 10 minutes. We're going to put this thing on the air. Let me do this properly. See? Look how pretty that thing is. Oh, that's sweet. KPR, you outdid yourself this time. I'll take it down to the club, show it off, play around with it. Maybe even get those big wires up, have some lightning strike it, and knock out the head in. I don't know. But there you go. It's the LOWFER 630 by N1 KPR, the one and only. It's a gift. It's going to the Stratford Amateur Radio Club. Look us up on Facebook, Stratford Amateur Radio Club in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport. In Stratford, Connecticut, right next to the metropolis of Bridgeport, part of the Bridgeport metro area. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for looking. N1 KPR on YouTube. Sign up and enjoy. Bye-bye.